this is always with some trepidation, as we say. Billy, kick us off, my friend.
Tone, you would have heard of TikTok.
Yes, someone pulled me up, a couple of young fellas on Friday.
Well, hang on, wait. Yep. But this is Old Man Steve. Have a look at Old Man Steve here. He's very popular with the kiddies on the old top. I don't know, I can't see anything about it and why he's so popular, but very popular, silly old Steve. Mate, fair dinkum. The kids love him. But I don't see it at all. Nothing.
I don't get that.
No, I don't either. So you should leave it to the kids. And then we caught up with you, Tone. Here you are, of course.
I don't do TikTok.
Well, this is a type of TikTok. Have a look at it.
So I'm here with Tony Jones from 9 News. Just wondering, what do you get up to in your spare time?
Not a whole lot. I like to do a little bit of woodworking, and what my latest project is, I'm doing this little wood carving of Nathan Brown and Kane Corns and use them as voodoo dolls. Really? Yeah, so it's quite good.
Lovely. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Oh, good one, Tone.
Hang on a minute.
What was the connection
No,
with
hang on, I'm
TikTok?
genuinely...
We just had to get to an old person.
How did you even... Those two kids pulled me up on Friday
Yes.
and asked me to do... How the hell did you find that?
Well, do you reckon I found it?
It was on TikTok.
What do? You just scroll through TikTok?
Oh, I'm a talker.
What was the link with TikTok?
Is there a funny part coming?
No, it's not. But then, speaking of, you were out the other night. Where were you the other night? At Melbourne Storm.
Yeah.
Have a look at him.
He's still going.
This is... Look at him. With the crowd. How awkward's this, by the way? That's very eerie and weird. And,
Bill. Hang on, sorry, that's eerie and weird, standing waiting to go on.
that's just... That's total. Total.
Bill,
It was for you, Bill.
Bill, when the producers came to you and said, hey, Bill, we've got a couple of
Bill. I got in late, and Luca, that's Luca's fault.
Pub last night and got in late.
That is embarrassing. It's more embarrassing for those two kids. I did the right thing, and you've gone and...
I don't know what a voodoo doll is.
You don't know what a voodoo doll
No,
is?
the kid didn't.
Righto, let's
you get us up, Kate?
let's get things moving, because everyone's favourite during the 80s was this man, the Hulk Hogan, or Thunderlips as they called him. He was
Thunderlips?
the undisputed champion, Mr. America during WrestleMania. He was an absolute star, one of the biggest names in international sport. There's Andre the Giant just smashing him onto the ground. But who would have known that our fearless leader, was
tell
a
me.
massive WWE fan? Can we just...
Oh, no.
Tony Jones with the Hulk Hogan headband.
That's creepy.
He had those pictures above his bed where he slept. That is a grown man who loved wrestling, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
wasn't grown. I was about 18 or something.
Tony Jones.
That is Tony Jones.
Oh, Tony.
Grown man.
But hang on a minute. I grew up in the era where we had Jack Little and World Championship Wrestling. We had, Killer Carl Cox and Abdullah the Butcher, and who else did we have, Dave?
Who's this really good?
No, don't you answer, Dave.
Big fan.
And I tell you, one of the specialties they had was the brain buster. Now, I would do it on you, Kane, except we're missing one key element. All right? Idiot.
Now, we need to know the difference between two words. And let's take a look at the split screen here. On the left-hand side here, we get the split screen up. There's Dennis Committee.
Oh, Dennis.
On the opposite side, there's a committee. So committee and committee. But unfortunately, on a great week where Dennis was inducted into the Hall of Fame, one bloke just couldn't get it right.
Than that man, Dennis Committee. So look, catch up with new AFL Hall of Famer Dennis Committee. I reckon you and you're going to have a chat to one of them, Dennis Committee. Now, of new Hall of Fame inductee, Dennis Committee.
How do you say it?
Committee. It's like confetti.
We're splitting hairs, aren't we?
We're not.
Goodness.
We're just trying to get an icon's name right.
Absolutely splitting hairs.
Get that Adelaide twang out of your vocabulary, Kane.
And while I'm on you, Kane, I thought I'd tune in to listen to this hard-hitting Kane Corns on SEN on Friday, and this is what I
Chad's
heard.
brother.
I like to get your help because often I'm accused of saying controversial things. For instance, I'll give you an example. Strawberry Freddos are the best chocolate that you can buy on the market. Now, that is my controversial opinion.
Went off that segment, absolutely went off.
Hang on.
Any danger of... last week it was that peanut butter should be in the fridge.
Well, I can't win. If I go too hard and if I say Alex Jezelenko's mark is overrated, everyone shoots me down. And if I try and have a bit of fun and tell you that strawberry Freddos are the best, I can't
just
win.
keep going down the
What you do is go
Okay,
icons.
righto.
Jezelenko, your committee, Hudson last week.
No, that was off air.
Okay.
But seriously, Nathan, you're not far enough away, my friend.
Cheers, Nathan.
But also your grasp of the English language. Did you do schooling in Adelaide?
No, well,
For instance, for example.
Who are you talking
That's
to?
a tautology. Right.
A tautology.
For instance and for example would be the same thing, would it not?
Tautology.
I don't know.
Tautology.
I love watching the news, and I've loved the countdown that TJ's been putting together, and it's coming up. Here's a couple of the countdowns we've got going on at the moment, TJ, and you've done this in the news, obviously. They put something up a bit earlier, but you got 8, you got 7. Now, coming up on Tuesday, we've got number 2.
Right.
We've got number 2. So
Who
we've
should
got
it be?
some really good examples of who could be number 2. So let's look at the screen. You've got Bob Murphy, unbelievable number 2. You've got Diesel Williams, probably the most famous number 2. You've got Jared Roughhead.
Ruffy
What an
Jared.
inspiration he was. Schwatter, Wayne Schwass.
Oh, that's who you fill in for on Triple
player.
M.
Unbelievable player. But we're just wondering whether TJ, you could be your own number 2. Maybe you could interview yourself on the news on Tuesday night.
Nathan, that is
I'm back, baby.
You got one, didn't you?
Yeah.